It is finally DMK's sunrise in Tamil Nadu. Stalin's son Udhayanidhi has been inducted into his father's cabinet as sports minister. With this, Udhayanidhi also announced the end of his acting career. While the opposition slammed Stalin for promoting dynastic politics, BJP said DMK is nothing more but a corporate company.
Udhayanidhi Stalin
The sun has risen in the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. As India Today told you a week ago, Udhayanidhi Stalin has been elevated to become a minister in his father's cabinet, taking oath today as the Minister of Youth Welfare and Sports Development. After taking his Amma and Appa's blessings, Udhayanidhi made his way to the Raj Bhavan in Chennai and was sworn in amid much fanfare. The opposition's constantly firing the nepotism attack. Udhayanidhi, however, claims his last name only means more responsibility to live up to expectations.
Sir, it's a very big moment for you and your family. How do you see this, sir?
No, I don't see it as a big moment for me and for my family. It is a very huge responsibility. I see it as a responsibility. When I came to, when I was given the responsibility of the youth wing secretary, that was a huge responsibility. So I'll do my best to fulfill the responsibility.
Udhayanidhi's big promotion means his film career as an actor comes to an end. Stalin Jr. has confirmed he will no longer act in films.
Kamal sir படத்துல கமல் சார் தயாரிப்புல ஒரு படம் நடிக்கிறது இருந்துச்சு. இத சொன்னனே அவர்தான் முதல்ல வாழ்த்துனாரு. அந்த படம் பண்ணல. கடைசி படம் திரு மாரிசெல்வராஜ் சார் ஆசைப்பட்ட மாதிரி மாமன்னன் தான் கடைசி படம்.
Karunanidhi to Stalin to now Udhayanidhi. Is he being groomed to officially become Stalin's heir? Well, the chorus is now growing for him to be made the deputy CM.
Very happiest moment. Yeah, definitely he will prove on his the new venture. All the youth and all the public, they are expecting a lot from him. Definitely he will fulfill that.
Actually, it is too late, I hope. He has to be given earlier, but it is late. But whatever it may be, definitely he is very moving with the youth, students and all those. He has experience, and from the early age, he already trained in Dravidian movement ideologies.
But Udhayanidhi as of now is keeping mum on whether he'll like to be deputy chief minister. Here's what he told India Today.
They wish that you become the deputy chief minister as well.
Who told you?
Ponmudi minister said that he will welcome.
Then you have to ask him.
What about you? Do you have such ideas?
No.
The brickbats are incoming from the opposition. The AIADMK has mocked Udhayanidhi's promotion, saying this is just the beginning of his domination of the DMK.
Thiru Karunanidhi avargal முதலமைச்சராக இருந்தார். அவருக்கு பின்னாலே அவருடைய மகன் திரு ஸ்டாலின் முதலமைச்சரானார். அவருக்கு பிறகு திரு உதயாநிதி அவர்களை திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்தினுடைய முன்னணி தலைவர்கள் கொண்டு வருவதற்கு இது ஒரு முன்னோட்டமாக நாளை நடைபெறுகின்ற அந்த முடிசூட்டு விழா. என்ன திரு உதயநிதி அவர்கள் அமைச்சராயிட்டா தமிழ்நாட்டில் தேனாரும் பாலாரும் ஓட போகுதா?
Udhayanidhi, now officially becoming a member of Team Stalin in the government, has sparked the nepotism debate in Tamil Nadu again, with the DMK facing criticism of only promoting one family.
Udhayanidhi Stalin was today sworn in as a minister in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly, and this has called for a lot of criticism. The opposition party has called this nepotism and dynasty politics. Udhayanidhi Stalin, while talking to India Today, stated that this will be the biggest challenge that he'll have to overcome. And he is very clear that his responsibilities as a minister will be for the welfare of the people of Tamil Nadu. As a DMK star campaigner, he did shine. But will the sun shine as a minister is a big question. With camera person Daniel and Pramod Madhav in Chennai, this is Akshay Nath for India Today.
It all started 73 years ago with the birth of DMK. Udhayanidhi's grandfather, the Kalainar, built the party from scratch to protect and to carry on the fight for the Tamil identity. Here's a report retracing the journey of DMK under Karunanidhi.
By the time India became independent, the Dravida movement was headed for an acrimonious breakup. The seeds had been laid in 1940 when at a secession conference, the idea of a Dravida Nadu was first floated. But by 1941, the unquestioned leader of the movement, Periyar, suspended all political agitation against the British to extend cooperation to them during the Second World War. This was when Annadurai and Periyar began to drift apart, and along with Annadurai, so did his protege, the young and impressionable Karunanidhi.
Karunanidhi, he himself is an voracious reader and a writer, and in the year 1942 he has started the party's official organ Morosole, which is functioning even today. And he just started it from handwriting on the papers. That's called what we call it in Tamil as Kaiyezhuthu Pridi, that is handwritten paper. After independence in 1949, a very large section of Dravida Kazhagam workers split away from their parent body, that is DMK, and formed a new political party called DMK.
By 1949, Periyar's Dravidian movement had split, and Karunanidhi joined hands with Annadurai to help in the founding of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, or the DMK. The original party of Periyar, the Dravida Kazhagam, or DK, slowly faded away, leaving the DMK as the main defender of Tamil sentiment. Karunanidhi was part of this churning, and his first official role in the party, that he was to have such an influence on for the next 7 decades, was that of the party treasurer. As the decade of the 1960s dawned, Karunanidhi became the deputy leader of the opposition in the Tamil Nadu Assembly, cementing his place as the number 2 in Dravida politics after Annadurai. In 1967, when the DMK came to power for the first time, Karunanidhi became Minister for Public Works. And 2 years later, in 1969, he became the Chief Minister, when his mentor, and till then Chief Minister of Madras State, Annadurai, died. The tussle for the top spot within the DMK was a straight fight between Karunanidhi and V.R. Nedunserian, who was the acting Chief Minister on the demise of Annadurai. With the backing of MLAs like MGR, it was Karunanidhi who finally took control and became Chief Minister.
It was a coup of sorts, because 5 prominent leaders were at that time handling the DMK's affairs, like Nedunserian, Madhyaragan and a few others. Karunanidhi was not one among the 5, number 1. Number 2, Karunanidhi, those 5 people belonged to a very dominant backward community called the Mudalayars. But Karunanidhi did not belong to that community. He came from a very, as I told you, that Isai Velalar community, which is a little bit ahead of the scheduled caste people as far as the social strata is concerned. Another thing is that all those 5 people are highly educated. All of them got MA degrees, some of them are double MA degrees, postgraduates. But Karunanidhi was just a school dropout. It was with his sheer political acumen. He actually, pushed back them and he captured the power.
When the DMK split from the DK, Annadurai structured the new party without the post of a president in it. Annadurai, as the General Secretary, had announced that only Periyar had the right to the post of president. Until Periyar joined the party, there would be no president of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. M. Karunanidhi became the president of the DMK, even as he became the Chief Minister for the first time. But in 1972, in the biggest shake-up since Periyar and Annadurai split more than 2 decades ago, MGR broke with Karunanidhi. The partnership between the hero and the writer came to an end when the General Secretary of the DMK, MGR, accused the President of the party, M. Karunanidhi, of corruption and demanded verification of party accounts and declaration of assets of prominent DMK men. In response, Karunanidhi ordered his suspension from the party. In 1976, during the period of emergency, the Karunanidhi-led DMK government was dismissed and Tamil Nadu put under President's rule. When the emergency was lifted, it was Karunanidhi's friend turned foe, MGR, and his newly formed AIA-DMK that won the elections of 1977. In 1987, when MGR died of a heart attack, his friend M. Karunanidhi is said to have cried all day. The death of MGR in December 1987 and the power vacuum that it created in the AIA-DMK came as a breather for Karunanidhi, and he again managed to steer the DMK back to power in 1989. In 1991, Karunanidhi's government was again dismissed by the centre, this time because of Delhi accusing him of going soft on the LTTE. In 1991, when elections were again held for the State Assembly, it was Jayalalitha who brought the AIA-DMK back to power. The elections were held soon after Rajiv Gandhi's assassination by the LTTE. The public mood was against the DMK, which had been sympathetic to the Tamil militant outfit from Sri Lanka. The AIA-DMK took 224 seats and the DMK managed just 7. One of them, that of Karunanidhi. For the next 4 elections spanning the following 2 decades, the people of Tamil Nadu alternatively gave full terms to Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi in rotation. In the 2011 elections, AIA-DMK was back and since then managed to keep the DMK out of the government. Karunanidhi's failing health and the feud over who his successor should be has not helped the party's political fortunes. The falling out of elder son Adagiri led to younger son Stalin assuming the mantle of the successor.
Karunanidhi's son M.K. Stalin is now the party chief, but the road to the top party position for him hasn't been an easy one. Even after he was chosen by his father to lead the party, he needed an electoral win on his own to cement his position. And that opportunity came with the thumping win of the 2021 elections. It was the first Tamil Nadu Assembly election after the demise of the Grand Leader, the Kalainar Karunanidhi. Here's a report from our archives.
The elections to the 16th Legislative Assembly of Tamil Nadu set the stage for the ultimate Dravidian face-off. And the victor to that face-off has been announced. It is none other than Muthuvel Karunanidhi Stalin, 68 years old and gearing up for this moment since the passing of M. Karunanidhi in 2018. Stalin had a point to prove, and the voters of Tamil Nadu proved it for him.
நான் வாய் பிடிச்சதோ மாங்காய் பிடிச்சன்னு பேச மாட்டேன். எதையும் ஆதாரத்தோடு தான் பேசுவேன். மோடி மாதிரி எல்லாம் எதை வேணாலும் பேசிட்டு நான் போயிட மாட்டேன். நான் கலைஞருடைய மகன் ஸ்டாலின், எதையும் ஆதாரத்தோடு தான் பேசுவேன்.
Tamil Nadu, the only state in the country that has been ruled by regional parties, the DMK or the AIA-DMK, alone or in alliance with national parties since 1967. But politics and cinema are also inseparable components of Tamil Nadu. The Dravidian parties here have a history of using cinema as a tool to propagate their ideologies. And there is a history of superstar actors turned politicians, a history that is well documented. But what is known less is the story of an actor-politician who is the DMK party chief M.K. Stalin himself. M.K. Stalin had tested waters in cinema after losing his first election at the age of 31 in 1984. Stalin had acted in 2 films and 1 TV serial. His 1987 debut film, Onerous, saw Stalin's character champion anti-caste Dravidian ideology on screen. His next film was Makkal Annayettam, which means When the People Ordered. But Stalin's biggest success as an actor came through a television serial, Purinji Mallar, It had Stalin playing the role of a Dravidian poet. But Stalin did not become the hero that could have propelled him to instant stardom. For that, he had to wait another 3 decades, all the while working his way up the political ranks. Stalin's political journey had actually begun at age 13 when he started helping organize party events. During the emergency, he also did time in jail, having been at the forefront of several DMK protests. In 1980, at the age of 27, he formed the DMK's youth wing. He became secretary in 1983 and held the position until 2017. Since then, the post has been filled by his actor-politician son, Udhayanidhi. Stalin had lost his first electoral outing in 1984 from Chennai's Thousand Lights Assembly constituency, the same seat that he won in 1989. He lost it in 1991, but starting 1996, was elected for 3 consecutive terms from the same constituency. Since 2011, Stalin has been representing Kolladurg. And in the years leading up to heading the DMK, Stalin has been party treasurer, Chennai mayor, as well as deputy chief minister of Tamil Nadu.
கலைஞர் இல்லாவிட்டாலும் அவர் எங்களுக்கு கற்றுக் கொடுத்த பாடம் எங்களுடைய மனசுல இருக்கு. அதனால கலைஞருடைய அந்த பயிற்சி எங்களுக்கு இருக்கு. அந்த பயிற்சியை வச்சுட்டு தான் நாங்க வந்து கட்சியை நடத்துறோம். ஆட்சிக்கு வருவாங்க நம்பிக்கை எங்களுக்கு இருக்கு.
M.K. Stalin was born on 1st of March 1953 to Karunanidhi's first wife. 4 days later, the all-powerful Soviet leader, Joseph Stalin, died in faraway Moscow. Thousands of kilometers away, at a condolence meeting in Madras, M. Karunanidhi named his newly born son after the communist leader. Those who have worked closely with him say Stalin is a cautious politician, risk-averse, unlike his father M. Karunanidhi, whose legacy rests heavy on him. But Stalin is firm in his resolutions. He can be a tough negotiator. In these elections, DMK's old ally, the Congress, wanted more than 50 seats, and negotiations were on the verge of breakdown. There were DMK leaders who were willing to break the alliance, but Stalin insisted on a solution. The coalition did not break, and Stalin led the DMK, contesting in 173 seats, while allotting the remaining 61 to 12 allies. The Congress got 25. 68-year-old Stalin has waited in the wings for decades, and this election has been a test of Stalin's leadership. He had to prove that the DMK's sweeping win of 38 out of 39 seats in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections was not a flash in the pan. And on 2nd of May, as the results started pouring in, there was no doubt that Stalin had lived up to his father and mentor Karunanidhi's expectations.
That's all the time we had for you in this special edition of the Inside Story.